It is a Chamber of Commerce afternoon here in the Peach State of Georgia. We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
3 and out.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Davis now to return it. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
He's across midfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mine's 54.
Play action. It's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
7-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now Gurley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Jermaine Carter on
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
for the extra point.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want...
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
To DJ Moore.
A big play there for the Panthers. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
On the carry.
And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
29-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
There's nothing.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Hey, South, 56, Mike, 56. Let's go.
On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan, that's complete to Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
47-yard.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Ryan on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan will throw again. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's caught. Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw again is Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Panthers nothing. Sterling Hofrichter to kick off for them.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. 23 yards for the touchdown, and the Falcons will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. This is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 79 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? It got his man complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Panthers.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
They've done an excellent job blanketing Julio Jones here in the first half. That's just his second catch. So as they head into halftime, the Falcons have to ask this question of themselves. How do we get the ball?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying...
He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 30. First down, Panthers.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to go back to more there. And now it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, they run with Gurley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career, and I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And that's caught by Smith. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 35, Panthers 6. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Bridgewater to throw it. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 38, Bridgewater. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's McCaffrey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Play action now. Bridgewater. Now he steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
39-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The tackle by...
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10
at their own 13. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, but they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon. afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
14 yards. First down, Carolina.
And again, it's Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Damontae Kazee. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Falcons
about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA.